Hello everyone, welcome to Vinyl Community Friday, which is a Friday series that I do every Friday where I talk about stuff to do with vinyl, because that's my new schedule now. Mondays I talk about prog related things, Wednesday obviously is my review, Friday I talk about vinyl related content, and Saturday is obviously Saturdays with Dad, so that's just anything. So today I will be talking about picture discs and why I'm not such a fan of picture discs. Now I know a lot of you guys might be fans of picture discs out there, and yes, they look aesthetically pleasing, they look very nice, they look very lovely, but do they sound good? Do they sound as good as standard black vinyl or coloured vinyl? I'm here to explain why I think they don't. So I've got a little list of things here about why I don't like picture discs as much and why I think that buying standard black is better. So I actually own multiple picture discs. So I have this one, which is Made in England 88 by Iron Maiden, and also Lateralis by Tool. Both of these are on picture discs, and I play these albums an awful lot because Iron Maiden are one of my favourite bands, Tool are one of my favourite bands, and obviously I'm going to be playing their albums a lot. Now, during the first lockdown, I was playing this copy of Lateralis a lot. Now, I might be absolutely butchering the name of this album, but that's not the whole point of this video. So, as I said, visually, picture discs look great. I mean, they look appealing, and the artwork is, generally speaking, very cool. But, as I noticed, as the more times I play this, because it is one of my favourite albums of all time, the more times I played it, the more times I started to notice a little bit of a difference in quality every single spin. So the first time I spun the album, it was great because obviously it was new and, you know, fresh out of the cellophane. But the more times I played it, because as I said, I played it so much, it started to jump more often and the quality just started to lack over time. And there is a reason for that. There is a reason why the quality lacks so much, is because the standard black vinyl or the coloured vinyl is thin. It's one material and it's very thin. Picture discs are a sandwich of different materials and making them a bit thicker. So you've got the actual vinyl core itself, which is what makes up vinyl records, which actually allows you to play the album itself. Then there is a thin sheet of paper, which is where the artwork is. So you just put the over that, and then on top is a polyethylene foil over the top, which is what sticks the album together, and that's on both sides of the album. And that is why the album lacks in quality, because it's so thick and because of the actual polyethylene strip over the top. Whereas your standard black is just pure vinyl, pure black vinyl made of the vinyl pellets and all that kind of stuff melted into the album. This is a sandwich of things, and that leads to lower sound quality and therefore more surface noise as well. So obviously that's not what you want out of vinyl, because you buy vinyl to get the best possible sound out of your album, or a new way of listening to music, a way that's undiscovered to some people. Whereas you don't hear certain things on a CD or on a download, you can pick up on multiple things on a vinyl. And I think that my copy of Lateralis has deteriorated so much because of the amount of times I've been playing it. I don't think I can play it anymore because of the jumping and the quality and sound just being not very good at all. Now, am I saying don't buy picture discs at all? No, I'm not saying don't buy them at all. Visually, as I said, they look very cool, they look appealing to the eye, but I personally don't think they're there to be played. You can play them, but I just personally wouldn't, and I wouldn't really recommend it, because it's like a novelty item. You'll buy it because it looks cool, you know, you'll buy it maybe to frame it or to have it as like a limited edition kind of thing, because if you play it, it doesn't sound as good as your standard black. Also, it doesn't really help that I can't determine which side is which. I like to know if it's side A or side B. That's just a personal thing. I think most people would want that. as I said, it's not pressed onto pure vinyl, and it's got that sandwich of stuff which obviously lacks the quality more than the standard black vinyl. And personally, I prefer the pure black vinyl. Obviously, I was going to say that because that's the whole point of this video. Because it's pure vinyl. It's not thick at all. I mean, you have the 180 to 200 gram vinyl reissues, represses, but this, it just feels like plastic. It feels like a fake vinyl. It feels like a fake record, you know? I don't know. I'm just not a fan of picture discs, and if I see an album that is on black vinyl, and even if I have to pay a bit more, I will pay a bit more because I want to be able to get as much out of that album as possible. I don't want to have to buy it again a few months later because the picture disc has started to fade and the quality has started to go down and it's got more jumps and it's got more scratches and all that kind of stuff. So I would recommend buying standard black if you want the best possible sound. If you want to have a picture disc because they look cool, and I mean when they spin around on the turntable they look awesome, then I'm not going to stop you, and I don't think that anyone should. Obviously you do what you want with your money. I'm just going to show you the Iron Maiden one now because I think that this looks very cool. So as I said, this is quite a thick, I don't know if you can see the thickness of that, it probably doesn't do it justice, but it is very thick and it feels like plastic on the top here. But as I said, they look very nice. I like the cool LED designs, but I've not been able to play this as much. And this is one of my favourite Iron Maiden live albums. I mean, I have Live After Death as well, which is on standard black, which I've gotten more use out of because of that reason. But yeah, picture discs, not a fan. Would I buy it if it was a limited edition? Probably, because it's a limited edition and that's the kind of stuff that I do anyway. But yeah, that's all I have to say really, and I know that there's actually a debate about coloured vinyl being less good. I've not noticed that. My keen ears haven't picked up on any sort of lack of quality, so I haven't noticed anything. But I know some of the more audiophile kind of people prefer all of their albums to be on standard black, which is fair enough. That is the end of today's video. This one was quite a short one because I don't really have too much to talk about. What are your opinions on picture discs? Do you own any picture discs? Let me know. If you disagree with me, I'd like to know your opinions and thoughts. I should say thoughts and opinions. Personally, I'm not a fan, and yeah, that's me being quite picky about my vinyl and how I listen to it. So yeah, as I said, that's the end. Tomorrow's video is another Saturdays with Dad. We will be delving into the 2010s, which is the last episode of the decade rundowns that we've been doing for the past month or so. And I will have to think of something to do after that, which will be interesting. And yeah, I'm wearing a Spinal Tap shirt today. I think it's I just had to mention it at some point. I love this shirt so much. I love the film. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.